Hello everyone and welcome back to English Journey, the podcast where we explore the beauty, rhythm and real-life use of the English language. My name is English Journey and I'll be your guide today, whether you're listening while commuting, cooking dinner or just relaxing with a cup of tea. I'm so glad you're here. My mission is simple: to help you sound more natural, more confident, and more authentic when you speak English. Now, let's be honest. Textbooks often give us useful grammar and vocabulary, but they rarely teach us the little expressions, the short, emotional responses that real people use every single day. And those are exactly the phrases that make your English sound alive. So today, we're going to dive deep into conversational responses. These are small, simple phrases, but they carry a lot of emotion. They help you sound friendly, casual, and real. By the end of this episode, you'll have a whole toolkit of natural expressions you can use the next time you chat with a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger. So, are you ready? Let's begin. 1. No such luck. Let's start with a phrase we use when something we hoped for didn't happen. That phrase is no such luck. It's a gentle way of saying, unfortunately, it didn't work out. Notice how it's not dramatic. You're not crying. You're not angry. You're just expressing small disappointment in a calm way. Example situation 1. Imagine you're waiting for concert tickets. You refresh the page again and again. Finally, the website tells you, sold out. Your friend texts, "Hey, did you get the tickets?" You answer, "No such luck. They were gone in seconds." Example situation 2. You go to a cafe and hope to find a quiet table by the window. But when you arrive, every seat is taken. Later, a friend asks, "Did you manage to sit by the window?" You reply, "No such luck. The place was packed." I remember once applying for a teaching job in Spain. I thought the interview went well. I had great references and I was hopeful. But when the email arrived, it said, "We picked someone else." I looked at the screen and whispered to myself, "Well, no such luck." What I like about this phrase is its emotional balance. It shows disappointment, but it doesn't sound bitter. It helps you move on. That's why native speakers use it all the time. So next time something doesn't go your way, big or small, try using no such luck. It's short, natural, and very common. The more the merrier. Now, let's turn to something cheerful. The more the merrier. This is what you say when more people join in and you think it makes the situation better. It's a way of saying, of course, come along. More people will make it even more fun. Example situation 1. You invite two friends for dinner. One asks, "Can I bring my cousin?" You reply, "Sure, the more the merrier." Example situation 2. You're planning a weekend trip to the beach. A friend asks, "Is it okay if my brother joins us?" You smile and say, "Of course, the more the merrier." I personally love this phrase because it shows generosity. It shows you're welcoming, open, and happy to share. When I was organizing a picnic last summer, A friend asked if she could bring her sister. Without even thinking, I said, absolutely. The more the merrier. And you know what? Her sister brought snacks that turned out to be everyone's favorite. This phrase is also useful beyond social events. Imagine you're working on a group project. Someone new offers to help. Instead of just saying, okay, you can say, great. The more the merrier. That way they feel valued and included. So remember, when you want to make someone feel welcome, when you want to spread positivity, use the more the merrier. 3. It's a small world. Next up is a phrase we use when something feels like an unbelievable coincidence. It's a small world. We usually say this when we meet someone unexpectedly in a strange place or when we discover a surprising connection. Example situation 1. You're traveling in Barcelona. You're standing in line for food and suddenly you bump into your old teacher from high school. You laugh and say, wow, it's a small world. Example situation 2. You meet someone new and they mention they work with your cousin. You reply, really? No way. It's a small world. I remember once being at an airport in Germany. I was waiting to board and suddenly I heard someone call my name. I turned around and there was a university friend I hadn't seen in years. We both burst out laughing and said together, it's a small world. This phrase is so powerful because it makes people feel connected. The world is huge, but sometimes events remind us just how interconnected we are. So, next time you run into someone unexpectedly or discover a surprising connection, smile and say, it's a small world. Asterisk 4. No way, all right. Let's move on to one of my all-time favorites. No way. Now, this little phrase is like a chameleon. It changes its meaning depending on your tone of voice. Sometimes it means wow, really? Other times it means absolutely not. Same two words, completely different vibes. So basically, no way is like that one friend who can be super supportive one moment and then super stubborn the next. Example 1, the surprised version. Your friend says, guess what? I just met Taylor Swift at the supermarket. You reply, no way. Eyes wide, jaw dropping. Maybe spill your coffee. Here, it means, that's amazing. I can't believe it. Example 2, the refusal version. Your friend says, hey, wanna go bungee jumping this weekend? You reply, no way. I like my feet on the ground. Thank you very much. Now it means, absolutely not. Stop asking before I faint just thinking about it. I once had a friend invite me to run a marathon with him. A marathon. Me. The guy who gets tired climbing one flight of stairs. I didn't even hesitate. I just said, no way. The only race I'm joining is the one between me and the last slice of pizza. So remember, tone is everything. Smile and you sound amazed. Frown and you sound like you're putting your foot down. Either way, no way is quick, casual, and totally natural. 5. There's nothing to it. Now here's a phrase that sounds almost magical. There's nothing to it. It means something is way easier than people expect. You know those moments when you're worried about trying something, and then once you do it, you realize, oh, that's it. That was easy. That's when you say, there's nothing to it. Example 1, your friend says, wow, you baked bread? That must be so hard. You reply, honestly, there's nothing to it. You just mix stuff together and wait. Example 2, someone sees you set up a new microphone with wires and buttons everywhere. They go, that looks complicated. You smile and say, nope, there's nothing to it. Just plug this here and press that button. I felt this exact way the first time I drove a manual car. At first I was terrified. My brain was screaming, clutch, gear, gas, don't stall, don't crash. But after a few tries I thought, oh, okay, there's nothing to it. Well, except for the part where I almost rolled backward into a tree, but hey, details. So, if you want to encourage someone or brag a little about your new skill, throw this phrase into the conversation. There's nothing to it. 6. You can say that again. Next up is one of the funniest phrases because, well, we don't actually want anyone to repeat anything. You can say that again. This is just a natural, friendly way to say, I completely agree with you. Example 1, your friend says, this week has been crazy busy. You reply, you can say that again. Translation, yes, exactly, I feel the same. I also want to take a 10-hour nap. Example 2, your friend says, wow, it's really hot today. You reply, you can say that again, meaning yes, I'm melting into the pavement as we speak. I use this phrase constantly, sometimes even when people complain about things. Like if a friend says, that movie was boring. I answer, you can say that again. Inside I'm thinking, honestly, I've had more fun watching paint dry. So remember, you can say that again is a shortcut for yes, I agree 100%. Just don't actually repeat the sentence or you'll sound like a parrot. Point 7. Don't make me laugh, okay? Now for a phrase that sounds funny but usually means the opposite. Don't make me laugh. We use this when someone says something unbelievable, ridiculous, or just plain silly. It's like saying, come on, I can't take that seriously. Example 1, your friend who never exercises says, I think I'll run a marathon next month. You reply, don't make me laugh. You get tired walking to the fridge. Example 2, someone compliments you in a way you don't believe. Like, you spilled coffee on your shirt and they say, you still look professional. You roll your eyes and answer, don't make me laugh. I've even said this to myself. One time I thought, tomorrow I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and go jogging. Then I laughed out loud and said, don't make me laugh. You know you'll hit snooze 5 times and get up at 9. So remember, this phrase is usually playful. Say it with a smile and it's funny. Say it with a serious face and, well, people might think you're rude. Use carefully. 8. How time flies now. Here's one that always makes people nostalgic. How time flies. It's what we say when time passes much faster than we expected. Example 1. You meet an old friend. You sit down for coffee, talk, laugh, and suddenly 2 hours are gone. You check your watch and say, "Wow, how time flies." Example 2. It's already December. You look at the calendar and go, "Wait, wasn't it January like yesterday?" How time flies. I always say this when I realize we're halfway through the year, and I still haven't started my New Year's resolutions. Or worse, I realize my 2020 goals are still sitting on my to-do list. Seriously, how time flies, and apparently my motivation flies with it. This phrase is perfect for showing surprise, emotion, and connection. Next time someone tells you, "My kid just started high school," you can gasp and reply, "Wow, how time flies." It shows warmth and a little bit of disbelief. *9. I can take it or leave it. Okay, let's be honest. We all have those things in life that we just don't care much about. We're neutral if it's there. Fine if not, also fine. That's exactly when you say, "I can take it or leave it." It basically means, I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just meh. Example 1. Your friend asks, "Do you like sushi?" You shrug. I can take it or leave it. Translation: if we eat it, cool. If we don't, I'm not crying. Example 2. A colleague says, "Wanna go see that new superhero movie?" You reply, "Honestly, I can take it or leave it. I'd rather stay home in pajamas." Personally, I feel this way about salad. Some people are like, "Wow, salad is life." Me, if it's in front of me, sure, I'll eat it. But I'm not exactly dreaming about lettuce at night. I can take it or leave it. Pizza, though, that's another story. That's not even a choice, that's destiny. So yeah, this phrase is casual, polite, and perfect when you don't want to sound negative. You're not rejecting something, you're just saying, meh. 10. I'm beat now. Here's a phrase that sounds violent but really just means, I'm very, very tired. I'm beat. And no, nobody actually beat you. It's just slang for, I need a bed right now. Example 1. After working a 10-hour shift, you get home, collapse on the couch and groan, I'm beat. Example 2. You just finished helping your friend move furniture up for flights of stairs. Your arms are noodles, your legs are jelly, and you whisper, I'm beat. I once said this after trying to exercise. And by exercise I mean I did 10 push-ups, got dizzy, and crawled to the fridge for a snack. I told my friend, man, I'm beat. He looked at me like, you only worked out for 3 minutes. And I said, yeah, but it was an intense 3 minutes. So if you ever feel exhausted, just say I'm beat. Short, easy, natural. Then go take a nap, you deserve it. 11. That's the last straw. Now let's talk about frustration. That's the last straw. It means, I've had enough. This is the final thing I can take before I lose my patience. Think of it like this. Your patience is a camel's back. Every little annoying thing is a straw on the camel. Eventually, one small straw breaks it. That's the last straw. Example 1. Your roommate keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink. Day 1, you're fine. Day 2, okay. Day 3, still okay. Day 10, you find spaghetti glued to a plate. You explode. That's the last straw. Example 2. Your internet keeps disconnecting during an important video call. It cuts. Once, twice, 3 times. Finally, you slam the laptop shut. That's the last straw. For me, it was when my neighbor's dog barked at 3 a.m. every night. I was patient for a week, but then one night, it barked while I was dreaming about pizza. That was the last straw. Nobody interrupts my pizza dreams. So yeah, if you want to show you've completely lost patience, this phrase is your dramatic exit line. That's the last straw. 12. I'm all ears now. This one is fun. I'm all ears. It means I'm listening carefully. I want to hear everything. Of course, you're not literally ears. That would be terrifying. But it's a nice way to show you're paying attention. Example 1. Your friend says, I have some gossip. You lean forward. Really? I'm all ears. Example 2. Your boss says, I need to explain tomorrow's plan. You nod. I'm all ears. Translation. Go ahead. I'm listening and secretly hoping it's not bad news. I once told my little cousin this phrase, and he actually looked at me and said, but you're not ears, you're a person. Kids are too literal, man. But hey, it's still a fun way to show interest. So, if you want to sound friendly and attentive, just say, I'm all ears. 13. It's not rocket science. Here's another classic. It's not rocket science. It means it's not that difficult. Relax. Example 1. Your friend struggles with opening a juice box. You roll your eyes. Come on. It's not rocket science. Example 2. Someone says, how do you use Wi-Fi? You reply, it's not rocket science, just click and connect. One time, I spent 30 minutes trying to put together IKEA furniture. I was sweating, frustrated, swearing in 3 languages. My friend walked in, looked at the half-built chair and said, relax, it's not rocket science. Then he built the whole thing in 5 minutes. I'm still bitter. So yeah, use this when you want to say, it's easy, don't overthink it. But be careful if you say it to the wrong person, they might throw the juice box at you. 14. Better late than never. This is one of those phrases that gives you hope when you're late, lazy, or just human. Better late than never. It means it's good you did it, even if it's late. Example 1. You finally hand in your homework 2 days after the deadline. Your teacher sighs and says, well, better late than never. Example 2. You show up to a party after everyone already had dessert. Your friend greets you. Hey, better late than never. Me, I use this phrase all the time. Like when I finally clean my apartment after ignoring the mess for 2 weeks. I look around proudly and say to myself, Better late than never. My plants agree they can finally see sunlight again. So yeah, if you're behind schedule, just smile and use this phrase. It won't erase the delay, but it makes you sound wise instead of lazy. 15. Hit the sack. Okay, here's a fun one. Hit the sack. No, you're not actually punching a sack. It's just slang for go to bed. Example 1. It's midnight and you yawn. I'm gonna hit the sack. Good night. Example 2. Your friend asks, wanna watch another movie? You reply, nah, I'm beat. Time to hit the sack. I remember once I told my non-English speaking cousin, I'm going to hit the sack. He stared at me like I was crazy and asked, why are you angry at the sack? What did it do to you? Honestly, I couldn't explain. I just went to bed. So yeah, next time you're sleepy, use this phrase. It's casual, friendly, and much more fun than just saying go to sleep. 16. Piece of cake. This phrase makes me hungry every time. Piece of cake. It means something is very easy. Example 1. Your friend asks, was the test hard? You reply, nah, it was a piece of cake. Example 2. Someone says, can you fix this computer? You smile, sure, piece of cake. When I first learned this phrase, I got confused. I thought people were actually offering me cake. Imagine my disappointment when no dessert arrived. But still, it's a great phrase. So, whenever you want to brag a little about how easy something was, say, piece of cake. Bonus points if you actually eat cake while saying it. 17. Spill the beans. Here's one of the most colorful idioms. Spill the beans. It means reveal the secret. Example 1. Your friend whispers, I have a surprise for you. You grin. Come on, spill the beans. Example 2. Someone accidentally tells the ending of a movie. You laugh, wow, thanks for spilling the beans. I once spilled the beans without realizing it. My friend was planning a surprise birthday party, and I casually asked the birthday girl, so, are you excited for tomorrow? She stared at me. I froze, and boom, I had spilled the beans. They still don't trust me with secrets. So yeah, remember, beans are not just for eating. Sometimes they're for spilling. 18. Cut to the chase. This one is perfect if you're impatient. Cut to the chase. It means skip the boring details. Get to the important part. Example 1. Someone is telling a very long story. You finally say, hey, cut to the chase. What happened in the end? Example 2. A boss starts a meeting with 20 minutes of small talk. An employee whispers, please, just cut to the chase. I once told a friend about a movie I watched, and I went into every tiny detail like what the dog was eating in scene 2. He stopped me and said, bro, cut to the chase. Did you like the movie or not? Fair enough. So yeah, when you don't want the fluff, just use this phrase. Cut to the chase. Closing and motivation. Wow. Look at us, we went through 18 awesome English expressions today. From break the ice to cut to the chase, we laughed, shared stories, and hopefully made these phrases super easy to remember. And honestly, if you made it this far, give yourself a big round of applause. You just sat through the longest podcast episode in history. Seriously, even Netflix shows take breaks, but you didn't. Respect. Here's the thing. Learning English isn't about memorizing boring grammar rules. It's about having fun, using natural expressions, and making them part of your everyday conversations. The more you laugh, the more you remember. Humor is basically glue for the brain. So, next time you're chatting with a friend, don't just say, "Yes, I agree." Try, you can say that again. Don't just say, "I'm tired." Try, "I'm beat." And when someone asks how your exam went, just smile and say, "Piece of cake." Keep practicing, keep smiling, and remember, better late than never. So even if you feel you're starting English late, it's never too late. You're here, you're learning, and you're doing amazing. All right, my friends, that's all for today's episode of English Journey. Thanks for hanging out with me, laughing with me, and hopefully not laughing at me. Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep enjoying the journey.